sharks that were taken as bycatch and used to be released and are oftentimes alive and can survive capture are now too often being killed solely for their fins in this practice called finning.
Shark finning is the practice whereby a shark is caught, then its fins are removed, usually only 4 of the fins, which are valued for shark fin soup, and then the animal is thrown overboard. It may be alive. It's certainly 95% or so of the body mass is wasted effectively. So it's a very wasteful practice. It can be cruel if the animal's alive, and it also undermines the management because that shark is not recorded as having been caught. So any attempt to try and manage the fishery sustainably is undermined by the fact that here's undocumented take going on.
Shark fins are quite valuable, some of the most valuable fishery products, and yet the shark carcass, the shark meat, really requires careful processing, can spoil easily, and is not worth as much money as the body of a tuna or a swordfish. So there's this economic incentive to kill sharks just for their fins, to discard the carcass, and to save the space on the boat for more valuable meat.
Today, many shark populations are facing their greatest threats ever. This is created by the enormous increase in the consumption of shark fin soup. This dish is prepared from the cartilage of a dried and treated shark fin. Relatively tasteless by itself, the noodle-like fin is seasoned with seafood or chicken broth to make a bowl of soup that costs up to several $100s a bowl. What was once a rare delicacy reserved for Chinese emperors and nobility is now routinely served throughout Asia and other countries. Serving shark fin soup is considered prestigious and is now a common status symbol at weddings, banquets, and business dinners, putting a price tag on every shark's fin.
What's changed in the last 20 years or so is that so many more people can afford it. As the market has expanded, as people got more affluent, first in Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Singapore, and now in mainland China, the market's just exploded. There's around 250 million people now in the middle class in China, an absolutely massive new market. And at the same time, the shark populations are disappearing.
With this growing demand for shark fin soup, the shark fin market is providing powerful incentive for poor nations' fishermen to fill their holds with shark fins, and shark populations are plummeting. But the demand for shark fin soup is not just limited to Asia. There is also a large market in the West.
There's a significant market in the United States for shark fin soup because we have a relatively large Chinese population here, and it's a pretty affluent one. And affluence is the key, really. Poor people don't eat shark fin soup. So, you know, pretty much anywhere that's New York, Houston, San Francisco, and the Chinatowns there, shark fin soup will be on sale, and it is a significant consumer. So now, worldwide, fishermen generally will be on the lookout for shark fin. And there's a ready market for it at almost every dock and port around the world. I think what we have to worry about is the general state of shark populations around the world, and it's almost, I think, fairly unanimously from the scientific point of view accepted that shark populations are decreasing pretty badly. Some estimates say 85% in the last 15 years. We're in this situation where it's almost, we won't be able to get sharks protected until there's none left by definition, and it's a very dangerous position, not just for sharks but for the rest of the ocean, because sharks are top predators. You remove them, the knock-on effects through marine ecosystems could be very severe indeed. Right now, shark fin is sold legally everywhere in the world. There is nowhere where it's illegal to sell shark fin. The regulations that do protect sharks are very limited. They're limited to a few marine reserves around the world, a few state and national legislations of certain species, and the actual fins themselves are pretty much totally unregulated.